There's no more fundamental issue to African Americans than education. Over the next hour, we will highlight 5 public charter schools and the extraordinary African American educators who have founded them. This, folks, is about Black excellence and Black success. African Americans controlling the education and the economics in our communities. Now, I did this project as a part of me and my wife's School Choice is the Black Choice initiative with assistance from the Walton Family Foundation. This matters to us deeply because if we don't stand up for the education of Black children, we can't expect anyone else to. For a long time, Black folks had no choice when it came to education because we were denied the right to read and write during slavery. After the Civil War, freed slaves had no choice but to start their own schools because we were still denied the right to an education. Until the end of the 20th century, we had no choice but to be stuck in segregated and substandard schools. But today we do have a choice. The choice African American educators and entrepreneurs are making is once again starting and running our own schools to educate our children. And these are some of the best public charter schools in America. School Choice All-Stars celebrates these men and women who are literally changing the course of our history and showing the rest of the world how it's done.
We talked about starting our first note on.
Today's School Choice All-Star is Yetta Lewis, co-founder and chief executive officer of Gestalt Community Schools, a charter management organization with 6 schools and serving more than 2,000 students in grades K through 12 in Memphis, Tennessee.
We serve 100% Black and brown students. Over 75% of our students are economically disadvantaged. And we believe the secret sauce is that it is a community effort. You know, it's a cliche that it takes a village, but we really are making that happen, that Gestalt is a village, that the parents' voice matters, the scholars' voice matters.
My name is Kennedy Tuggle. I'm a graduate from Power Center Academy High School. I attend Rhodes College. Being in a low-income community, you don't expect your teachers to care for you mentally, financially, or just caring for you as, you know, as a human being. And that's what the Gestalt teachers did. They made sure I was mentally okay to learn, and that was the first step in me wanting to learn myself. If I couldn't attend a field trip, my teacher got it. And so just knowing that they care and had patience to deal with the low-income students and our problems, it was amazing.
I'm Neka Mason. I have a younger child who cannot wait to be a part of the Gestalt Community School family. He goes to a traditional school currently, and he doesn't seem to be as challenged as much at his school as he sees the children challenged at Gestalt Community Schools. I'm very active there at the school, and so my son has a lot of opportunities to see how the children perform in the classroom. So he's so thrilled about when he's able to get to the 6th grade and attend a Gestalt Community School.
I have many students that have defied the odds. One gentleman who has graduated from our network, he came here as a 6th grader, graduated about a year ago, and he came with his grandmother in hand, forcing him to come to school. I don't want to wear these uniforms. I don't want to come to school. He would actually come to school and run out the back door to escape. But his grandmother wanted something better for him. And so she chose our school to give him a fresh start. He was a bright child, but what happened to him that first year was educators, school leaders not giving up on him. You run out the door, we're running behind you. He did well and stayed in school. He went from not wanting to come to school to coming to school and meeting the principal in the parking lot as he unlocks the door. He graduated last year from our school. He is in college doing well, away from home. First generation college student for the family.
All successful charter schools have strong community roots. But for Gestalt, the community is front and center.
Gestalt Community Schools is, by its name, a school that is anchored in the community. When we opened our new school building, Power Center Academy Middle, it was designed by the community. So our families really own the building. It's not the charter dictating what should be in your community. It's the community members telling us what they need. And we believe we're servants, giving those resources and services back to the community. We could have built the auditorium and gymnasium in the school, which means you have to go through layers to have access. This is a separate building that during the day the school uses for its auditorium and performances, and after school the community has access to it for also community programming, and then in the event of a storm, an actual shelter for the community. Through partnerships, we have a Habitat for Humanity. They built 9 homes, and every single home is a family within our network. Because remember, for Gestalt, school and community, it goes hand in hand. You can't do one without the other. And what we realized was housing was an issue for our families. 95% of our students are right from the immediate community. They can walk to school, right? Our schools are in the top 5% in the state, and while waiting list is long for our schools, we serve our immediate community. When you know a child and form an authentic relationship with their parent, it impacts how you educate a child. It impacts how they can access the educational environment. And when you have those pieces in place, what we found out, more and more when students feel comfortable with the adults in the class, they start to feel comfortable with showing you their areas of challenge, and you can better serve them. So they're no longer shy about that. And then on the other side of that, they're able to show you what inspires them. And it takes that compassionate educator that can pull out the passion from an individual child just by knowing them.
My name is Erica Eason, and this is my son, Edward Eason. Edward has autism. He has a severe sound sensitivity. He can hear it all, from the click of cameras, the hum of the lights. So we utilized the headphones to make it easy for him to navigate in the rest of the world. In Gestalt, they had a self-contained classroom. It was a very small student-to-teacher ratio. It was perfect. It allowed him to work with other children, to help and be helped by his peers. They helped Edward to be able to communicate that this is what he wanted, to be able to interact with someone so he wouldn't be so alone. And they've just been wonderful in providing the necessary therapies and the intense therapies that he probably wouldn't get in any other school system. All the teachers, the principals, everyone did their best to make sure that Edward was safe in an environment where he could learn, where he could thrive and grow. So Gestalt played an excellent and huge role in the growth and progress of my son.
Yetta Lewis and Gestalt Community Schools of Memphis, Tennessee are School Choice All-Stars, inspiring our children, strengthening our communities, ensuring our future with high-quality education.
Weekdays on TV One.
I will never lie to you.
Oh my God.
Roland Martin.
He doesn't want to talk to us. He wants to ignore us.
Uncensored.
Hell no. That ain't gonna cut it, boo.
Unapologetic.
No, that is fundamentally false. You are wrong.
Unfiltered.
He wants an America where we all look alike. He ain't talking about black people.
Unrelenting.
You better go work out, because you got a fight on your hands.
NewsOne Now with Roland Martin. Weekdays at 7 a.m. on TV One.